We're gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club. I would say usually I wouldn't play this game, but it was a suggestion of not today. Gina Boom, thank you so much for the follow. Dank für the follow. Welcome here. So yeah, we'll see what this game is about because right now I just saw it at the very last second. The tag is horror. Like what? Okay, I am already confused. Maybe I should also put the tag no spoilers, no backseat gaming as well. Otherwise, my mods needs to do something. I don't know. I don't like it. Playing a game for the first time and when people are coming and spoiling me. But we'll see, we'll see. Actually, I'm pretty excited. The last time we played a visual novel, it's been a long time. The last time it was Dream Daddy, which was really, really fun. I think it was, that was the first time me playing this kind of games. So yeah, let's see who's here. I'm just glad that so many people are already here. Hello, Jared. Hello, newbie. Then we've got Zomnik, but probably Zomnik already left the chat because he said, I still need to finish this one. That's not a problem, Zomnik. I'm wishing you a very nice evening and take care of yourself then. Then we've got, let's see, Tsukune. Hey, Tsukune, nice to see you. Then we've got Knabbers. Hey, Knabbers. Hallo, Manu, schön, dass du hier bist. Hey, Leo. Nice to see you as well. And then we've got somebody new. Hey, Gina. Nice to see you here. I just hope I didn't miss someone. If so, just say, hey, you missed me. So I'm gonna say hello to you as well. Let's see. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Well, I'm not a children anymore, but I can't get easily disturbed. We're gonna put down the volume of the music. Just gonna pause it because it's the lo-fi hip-hop radio channel on YouTube. Somebody's asking me. So we're gonna see. No one ever misses. Jared, you're just omnipresent here in chat. Let's click. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. Okay. I am confused. I'm already confused. This game looks very kawaii. Oh, maybe I should have said konnichiwa before I started this. Oh, I fucked the stream up. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Where's I disagree? Where's I disagree? Okay, just tell me if this is too loud. First time I'm just starting this game and it's for free. Oh, the music is great. So positive. New game. Doki Doki. Please enter your name. It's Mimi, or just Phenexa. I'm gonna just take Mimi. Music is actually warm for those not German people. Warm is just this. In German, it's a song which is stuck in your head. Hey, listen! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Actually, the music is so loud. Give me 1 second. I can't hear my own voice. Okay, this is much better. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Am I gonna listen to that song the whole game? Isn't all anime highly disturbing content? No, but you're not a weeb. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Nah! So that's Sayori? Okay. I overslept again. Sounds like me. But I caught you this time. Look, Mimi. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me? Oh my god, look at her. That's mean, Mimi. I'm sorry. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I only watch like 2 animes. Same, newbie, same. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Yes, because I'm a good friend. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Yeah, back to school! As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Mimi. Yes, Sayori? Have you decided on a club to join yet? Oh, probably this is a literature club. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. True. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I told this? Okay. Did I? I'm sure it's possibly that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So you really like to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I mean, the first time is very true, but the second one, not really. But yeah, I'm spending a lot of time with Netflix, for sure. Uh-oh! I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Socialize. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming in need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. No? You trust me, right? Trust me! Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll get a few clubs if it makes you happy. Your promises, though. Will you at least promise me you will try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do you let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worried so much about Amy makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Where's the gamer club? That would be great. But at my university, there is actually a gamer club. So, it's happening. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh my god. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Sounds like me in real life spacing out. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Okay. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi! This is actually cute. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Oh my god, okay. Okay, what is this good game? I think I've got the feeling I'm the only one who never played this game before. So yeah, we're gonna try. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. I know too much about it. I don't like the emote you're doing, King. At the ending of your sentence, okay. No spoilers? That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, no! And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Oh, did I hear cupcakes? Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Hey, Cav, nice to see you. Please, no spoilers, everyone. Exactly, no spoilers. First gameplay, first walkthrough. So, yeah, the banhammer is ready. Just give the people a timeout. But I try not to spend so much attention to the chat. I'll let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I would always stop for a cupcake, honestly. Yes, let's go! Can we get new music? Ooh. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I'm a newbie now. I glance around the room, but there is nobody. Oh, that's girl one. Okay. She has long purple hair. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? I'm a boy? What? Okay, way to kill the atmosphere? Okay, I'm a boy now, okay. Girl 3. Ah, Mimi, what a nice surprise. They're actually all looking the same. The faces are literally the same. So that's girl number 3. Welcome to the club. Imagine 3 people looking at you and just waiting to say something. Girl 3 is cute. Okay. All words escape me in the situation. Mimi's a boy. Yeah, obviously, King. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Girls. What are you looking at? I don't know. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sore attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. I want to see the cupcakes. Give me cupcakes. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Okay, I really don't care. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Okay. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Okay. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say that! Don't say things like that! Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh, that's Monica. Okay, that's right. I think I can easily remember her name. It's great to see you again, Mimi. Okay. Monica smiled sweetly. No. Is she flirting with us? Okay. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Yeah. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Okay. Guys, you should never say that. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? I'm getting shy! Okay, I'm not shy in real life. Okay. Come sit down, Mimi. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. This club is full of girls. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I mind them. I'll get them. Oh my god, they're already arguing because of me. So which one is Mimi dating? I have no idea, Gnibbers. Sorry, is this like a dating simulator? But why is there a horror attack? Okay, don't spoiler me. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? No, sounds great. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Oh my god, is this Otter? Oh my god, Jerry, you're killing me with those cute emotes. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Can I see the cupcake once, please? Okay, are you ready to eat cupcakes? I'm always ready. Ta-da! Waha! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aww! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh my god, sounds so cute. I want to see.
So cute, so kawaii.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Ah, you see? Well, you know. Just dare and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I would be the same. I mean, seems like they're extremely delicious. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Every angle is the best angle. It's a cupcake. Natsuki's quiet. Is something wrong? I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Oh, what are you thinking? It's not like, haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Oh my god, she's pissed. But not for you, you dummy. Nice, thank you. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Oh my god, girls. Yuri returns to the table carrying his tea set. Okay. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Oh, what did I... No, go back. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Give Yuri a super deep voice? Why are girls always sorry to understand? I don't know, Tsukune. Maybe that's why I don't have a lot of girlfriends. Don't worry, Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Oh, don't let yourself get intimidated. You was just trying to impress you.
No, I can't do that all the time. I think Yuri is getting more Reaper. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. This is too distracting. No. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. A rip voice at the end of the stream. You keep that up. Oh no, I skipped it. 1 second. I need to darken the room a bit. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? My friend is forcing me. I was afraid of this question because I'm literally not interested. I love books. I'm interested in books, Jared. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Yep. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... I love books. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. I think you can click the history to see the conversation if you miss. Okay. But I think it's not necessary. Okay. Alrighty, thanks, maybe. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Okay. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Just tell her you wanted some hot girls. Oh my god, she would kick me out. But this would be the best way to not joining a club. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Or are they just disgusting inside the club? Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Yeah, true. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. So different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find this three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. I've got the feeling it's not about the literature here. I think books aren't scary. Shouldn't be, right? So Mimi,
what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read this past 2 years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! I would never say this! I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
No, I can't do that. Yuri traces the rim of the teacup with her finger. Date already ruined? Why, Deborah's? I mean, I'm reading mangas. It's something. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Like me. Cringe. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yeah, it is. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Wait, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. The music is dance. It is. I'm just hoping we're getting another kind of music for the next scene. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? Wow! Just because somebody's gentle or appearing like that doesn't mean that this person is not reading horror books. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Sounds me playing World of Warcraft. So horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted with me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Oh my god, she's getting angry again. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Oh my god, my birds are so loud. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's try this. Jetzt ist Ruhe, ja? Be quiet, we're streaming. We're in the internet. Psst. Okay, it looked like you were working on a poem called... Okay. Don't say it out loud! No! And give that back! Fine, fine. Oh, she's shy. Hehe, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. No! I'll only come here to see Jared, to be honest. Well, that's also fine. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! The eyes. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. How can you know, Natsuki? Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Okay. I guess it's the same for you, for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Okay, it's poem time, maybe? We all sit in silence for a moment. Oh my god, awkward silence. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Of course. Both of them are just, okay, I don't want to do that, but okay, it's our club. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mimi? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. She's a cutie. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's the problem? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I don't want to. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I'll lose my train of thoughts. Oh my god, look at this judging faces. Mimi's in love? Maybe. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. No, don't look at me like this. I'm sorry, I thought... Mimi. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Am I? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Oh my god, in real life I would say I don't give a shit. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Nah. No, I wouldn't do this in real life. Right? That's not me. Mimi's date is judged a bit. Hey, Void. Wow. They finally made you play this. Yeah, true. True. And I'm playing this game. I'm kind of excited. I'm still excited. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Literature Club. Oh my god. So this is the way how the girls can convince just looking like this. But. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. But I love cupcakes. Then then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. I liked it when I played it. Okay, what? I still have no idea what is going on. I really think it's not about literature or something like that. Maybe only after cupcakes? Yeah, I love them. I love cupcakes and muffins and cake. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Oh my god, this sounds so fucking horrible. Imagine being in a club you don't want to be there. Where you just... And then writing a poem? I never wrote a poem. Never. Monica looks over at me once more. Oh god. Mimi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh my god. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with the mediocre writing skills? Ugh. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Mimi, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? No. That's right, Sayori and I will never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! New music? No. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? No. Never. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh, dude! Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Oh my god, Sasu! And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh my god, sounds so horrible. Give it some new music. It's time to write a poem. Fuck! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Raindrops broken, judgment, family, vertigo, destiny, clouds, infinite, rose, electricity. Like, electricity? Okay. Don't forget to save. Okay, I'm gonna save it then. Oh god, what is going on? Zazu smiles warmly. Kinda. I'm turning to taking electricity. It's just completely out of position. I don't know why. I'm gonna take electricity. Jump, kawaii, melody, milk, whirlwind, disarray, bliss, happiness, scars, unrequited. Hey Yushu, I like this emote very much. It looks extremely cute. Welcome here. Hope you're doing great. What should I... Milk. I'm gonna take milk. Electricity milk. This will be a fucking disgusting poem. Twirl, extraordinary, dark, childhood, friends, color, hopeless, misery, cry, candy. Candy! Cheer, dream, bunny, question, fireworks, time, lollipop, melancholy, excitement, skirt. Skirt. Just take, I don't know. Heart, ocean, whisper, anxiety, disoriented, meager. What does it mean? Pure, special, pleasure, sweet. Can somebody translate this for me? Or just describe it? Skirt? I don't know. Mimi going full on Natsuki. Who was Natsuki again? Too many girls, you. Too many girls. Okay, I'm gonna take pure. No, disoriented. Spinning desire, her top, headphones, wrath, variance, jumpy, entropy. And I'm gonna take entropy. Why is she jumping? Oh, they're all jumping. Fear, hope, holiday, kiss, passion, beauty, prayer, frightening, breathe, bad. Bad. Journey, tenacious? No, tenacious, anger, fun, peaceful, alone, dazzle, analysis. Inside bubbles. Okay, analysis. The girl who jumps like the word. Ah, okay. Fickle, flea, chocolate, vibrant, mouse, starscape, aura, ribbon, skipping, existence. Skipping. Ah, okay. Effulgence, say, oh my god, so many words. Swimsuit, incapable, incrugian, faster, misfortune, unrestrained, tears, playground. Sparkle, lazy, giggle, precious, intellectual, unending, secretive, play, portrait, comfort. I'm lazy. Graveyard, I'm gonna take graveyard. Essence, vanilla, vicious, inferno, lust, fireflies, dance, whistle, depression, joy. Inferno. Massacre, cheeks, charm, suicide, after image, rain cloud, uncanny. I'm gonna take uncanny. Memories, romance, sunny tooth, smiled, impressed, captive, doki doki, crimson, shiny. I don't know. Shiny. Summer, silly, agonizing, imagination, rainbow, fluffy, covet, unstable, boop, boop. Forgive, warm, blanket, tragedy, amazing sensation, flying peace, nibble. Flower, I'm gonna take this. Hair, empty, love, sugar, disown, shame, shopping, lipstick, landscape, love. Love. Uncontrollable, feather, heaven sent, I like this word. Loud, anime, adventure, vacation, pink, daydream, determination. Determination. Lucky, sadness, party, vivid, puppy, parfait. Music, defeat, kitty cage. Puppy. Hi again, Mimi! Okay, I'm extremely excited for this fucking poem. This will be the worst poem you ever hear. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I was thinking about it, Monica. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh god. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mimi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. It was. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. I'm still a man. So weird. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Can you please don't look like this judging face? And last year too. Is it so I don't know if is it so weird not joining a club? I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Maybe I like to game. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Why are they stressing me so much? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. I was about to say bathroom. Okay. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Natsuki is in a constant state of piss. Yeah. She's getting on my nerves. I want to punch her in the face. Oh my fucking god, I wish I could zoom in now. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. You will always give it his best as long as he's having fun. Oh my god, what a hard sentence. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little... I was about to say, is she a jelly bean? Might be a jelly bean. A small jelly bean. How come you and Mimi can become good friends too? No. No. Sayori? Yeah? As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Why are you doing this, girl? This is just awkward. Just forcing. Yeah, you could be also friends. Yeah, like, can I decide this, please? Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Mimi doesn't like any of the girls. So tell me, who's your favorite then? Wait, Sayuri. Gnabris, I'm just socially awkward in real life. Trust me. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. I'm so kind. Is that so? Oh my god. I don't know. Shy people are getting on my nerves sometimes. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Can you just...
Alright.
Oh my god, she's too shy. Well, here... Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. I'm getting on Mimi's... No, you're not. It's like... It's okay being shy. It's cute and sweet. But if you're just being very, like, shy every fucking time, there's no reason. It's a short read, so I should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Hello, Cut the Chase. Hey. What the hell are you playing? Don't ask me. The followers are, the people here. They're forcing me. I think Cut the Chase also doesn't know. Don't worry, it's my... I also doesn't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my god, English. It's a dating sim, Cut the Chase, but Mim is only for the cupcakes and hates shy people. Oh my god. What a nice summary. And we could, you know, and there is a horror tag. I don't know why. Discuss it if you want it. This... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh god. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. I mean, she was thinking of us. That's cute. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Not. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh god, Wikipedia? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. There are only 3 scenes so far. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Oh, it is Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, crap. So you know this game? This reaction? I don't like the dots. Cut the chase. But no spoilers. You looking for something in there? At least we've got new music. After 50 minutes? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Oh my gosh, that's Natsuki. The always pissed girl. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? No idea. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Or you read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. True. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better.
Accidentally Widowmaker? Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Perfect Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simple terrible. If we're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. Oh! Well, she's not shy. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything! But I like that. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. That could be me in real life. But I'll tell you one thing, Mimi. Consider this is a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out of the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shows the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Why? Exceedingly... Mo? Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. What's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Oh god, her face. Mo weeps up, explain. Yeah, what is it? Mo, meow? Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can't, it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've always finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously! You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. Oh my god, she's forcing me to read a book and I'm not interested in. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, oh my god. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. I'm so kind to her. Even though I'm like, my mind is like, I don't give a shit. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Oh god. Natsuki gives me a little show. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Oh, this chapter seems like it's about baking. Just Monica. Hey, Blackstar. Willkommen bei mir. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in manga? I feel bad for everyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. She thinks it's a coincidence. Okay. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Oh, what did I do? Oh, do you see that on stream as well? Give me 1 second. I accidentally misclicked, but I guess it's fine. Okay. Still off all the hobbies to pick up the manga. That's definitely one of the better ones. Black bar, you also can see it, right? Shit. Really? What the fuck? What is happening? The game just crashed! Oh my god, okay. So this is the horror part, I guess. The game just crashed. What? No saving? Fuck. Is it? No! Are you kidding me? What the fuck? There is no autosave? Really? You can't speedrun it if you shouldn't take a long 25 hours stream. How did you manage to crash the game? I accidentally make the game smaller. I click the resolution, not the resolution, but the arrows. Make it bigger and smaller. I don't know. I've got the... okay, I'm gonna click through. Blah, blah, blah. Shiny, uncanny graveyard, lipstick, chocolate, strawberry, heart, cute, disoriented, beauty, hop, landscape, grief, infinite, awesome. I didn't know you could crash this game. Well, I can do that. How can... Okay, we're gonna click through. La, la, la. Oh my god. Da, 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 da. Why is there not autosave? You can't click the skip button. No. It's gray. You need to see it once. Yep. Da, da, da. Since it crashed, it doesn't work. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm clicking so hard, my fingers just hurting. What the fuck? Waste. What the fuck? This is new, guys. I hope my offensive well my vision and nearly fall off my chair. I'm dating another girl now. You just... Oh no, dude. Okay. No. Yeah, I want to quit. Oh, this is so dumb. Game, why are you crashing? Okay, let's do this. I don't even remember. I completely fucked up, I know. Okay. Graveyard. Uncanny. What the fuck? What was the other one? Contamination? It was scared. Okay, wait. Unrestrained. I can't remember. Fireworks, infinite, lucky bunny, blue, bunny. I didn't take this. Where'd you go? Entropy. Mouse. I don't know what the fuck are these new words. Disaster. Tears, Passion Universe. Universe. Inferno. Nibble. I can't remember that word. Damn. Judgment. Oh, this is so unnecessary. Death. Milk. And the last one was Massacre. Okay. So I can skip again? Is it the right one now? Okay, I'm gonna... I don't know. I was so confused seeing new stuff here. I don't know why this is always happening to me. Me already know from the characters what they might like or not. No, I don't know it, Knappers. I just want to... Okay, but I think we're right now. This is new? Oh my fucking god. Okay, you know what? I don't give a shit. Okay, save. I don't give a shit. Okay, but I'm just rereading a bit of this. So, that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how Mimi, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Rip Natsuki. Oh my god, guys! When I stepped at the bookstore, yes. Is it so fucking important? Is it? Which is okay, don't worry about. I'm trusting newbie. Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. It's basically random since you don't really know what the girl's like. No, I don't know it. Is that so? What's about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Pochev Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. Maybe that story is much better. Just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. That sounds so much more interesting than just the other book. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. No, Leo! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mimi? Oh, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I cannot forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Nope. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Nah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it right. But you don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. I fucking hate this feeling. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from a book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I hate when someone is watching my play from behind me. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. I don't like it either. I do? I mean, what am I doing now? I'm playing a game and people watching me playing this game. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Oh my gosh, she's saying so often sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then holds my bag more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. What a loot game. Oh my god, I love this emote. Jared, it's so cute. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I did the same thing. I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Yeah. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page, probably. Oh god, her face. To turn the page, yeah. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. First day of the club, by the way. Yeah. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Oh god. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Yuri, are you ready to turn the page? Me haven't even read a single word on the page. Cute. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her slide as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into her head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerism. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment, but Mimi, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's embarrassing that you think that... Wait, no, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it kind of cute. No, what are you saying all of this sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh God, it's my second poem. Don't forget about this. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing a thought. It's good you're not alone with reading with someone else. I am, most of the time, I'm just so much faster. And I'm getting so impatient. I'm like, can you please read faster? And I'm putting them under pressure. And I know, this is just, you shouldn't do that. Viva la vie life. Hey, Tatavi, nice to see you. Welcome here. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. People having weird looks I'm in the subway. They're thinking you're the ultimate weep now. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of preference either way. In that case, I read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stood up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back onto my back. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Oh god. Yeah, fucking poem, dude. My relaxation ends, yeah. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. I mean, we've got... What do we have? We had graveyard. We have entropy inside our poem. Then we've got boop. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Well, now that's everyone ready, why don't you find someone to share with it? Oh god! I can't wait, shit! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Oh god. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I can't wait to read about entropy and poop. Yep. I do the same myself. Oh god, guys, are you ready for this? Who should I show my poem to first?
Yuri.
Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Oh god, we're gonna disappoint her. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, she's so shy.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Okay, Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Nothing. Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Entropy, dude. Entropy. Really? Oh my god, she's so dumb. That's a huge compliment coming from you. Dude, you're so dumb. This is actually my first time, really. Hey, Pontus.
Pika, Pika, Pikachu!
Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. I had to do that because of the Pikachu mode. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if I'm breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to make a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuhu finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something he can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. She is so right. That's the reason why I never did this before. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. But also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. This one isn't easy. I can imagine I can only do the Pikachu one because there is just, if you look closer to the channel points with the feathers, there's a Pikachu sound. This is literally just being me as Pikachu. That's why people said free Pikachu in chat. So Natsuki can be a little bit I actually don't know how to pronounce this. Biased, though. I'm sorry. How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Wait, wasting is now 30k?
It's pronounced biased.
Ah, so it was perfectly fine. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Knevers. Thank you, much appreciated. Arigato! Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. Okay, my birds are destroying the room right now. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god, it's so okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future.
Nope, I think it's pronounced biased.
Oh my... BS. Tatami, thank you for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. What is this word? Calm? Yeah, calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Click outside poem area to continue. Okay. I'm sorry. I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a slow reader. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty... so many compliments. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, it's perfect. Not at all. I'm really glad that you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mimi. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I didn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? Oh, it's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, Sue. So, na. Alles klar, Phenexa. Dann wünsche ich dir einen schönen Abend. Danke, dass du hier warst. Bye-bye. Anything I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. No. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Mimi. Good girl. Me too. No. Who should I show my poem next? She's probably gonna hate it. I'm gonna take Monica first. Hi, Mimi! Having a good time so far? Yeah! Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new in anything, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Nope. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. No, just give critics. It's always a good thing. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a pool with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Mimi. We're all a little embarrassed, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Ja, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Hallo, Clary. Schön, dass du hier bist. Great job, Mimi. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectation low. They actually like my entropy boop poem. I like that. That way, it always counts when I put in some efforts. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of just by feels. What is shown in today writing? Studies actually showed that people enjoy books more when they got the ending spoiled. Interesting. I didn't know. Very interesting. I don't know if you guys want to talk about this game. I can make a spoiler channel on Discord. Just tell me if you're interested, so maybe you can want to talk over there about the game. If you have the urge to talk about some things. Because right now it's just a very chill game. So both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. No? Okay. Or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yui has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you trying new things. That's the best way to find the key of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased. Thanks guys for the bits once again. Toward their own kinds of styles. but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. So you sound pretty confident for someone who claims not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. I'm excited to read her poem. Hole and wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a foam left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas? Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just the little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? Actually, I like this poem more. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know about how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yes, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. You have to, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. She's so true. That's so right. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Trunika. I like that name, Jared. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hands and go with the flow. Go with the flow, guys. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem next? Sayori. This is a good poem, Mimi. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course! It's not that good. Entropy and boop. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in their spare time? I guess you're right, but that's why you impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. I didn't do it, guys. I didn't do it. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. The game forced me to write a poem. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Mimi. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. My motives are cupcakes. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here too. Okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Oh, I'm excited. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Everyone is saying this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of the bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish you away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. I want food. I want food. How can I skip this? Okay. Alrighty, Jared. Then enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no. That means yes. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I'm a meanie. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just, it came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Very true, guys. Listen, chat, to Sayori. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Alright. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next? Okay, let's go to the very self-confident person. Save me. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Wait, let's do that. Natsuki. Yeah. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Oh, wow! That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. I mean, it's about boobs. I mean, boob. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Ugh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. The song reminds me so much of Yoshi. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. So guys, you like that poem? Boob and skirt? Yeah. That's my poem about.
Yoshi!
Actually, that was pretty close to Yoshi's song. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. No, I don't. What? Just be honest. I am. No, I'm not. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because... Phenexa, have you noticed every character has the same melody, just played on different... Yeah, I noticed. And this one was... I mean, the last one was very... Yeah... special. Just reminded me of Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi.
So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. But it didn't hit me. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Dun, dun, dun. Phew! That was a long day. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my post can stand up to theirs. This is Literature Club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh my god. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Just imagine you're just listening to these two people and just standing next to them and like just nodding or something. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it. And Mimi did too. Can you... oh god. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Mimi liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mimi appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Oh my god, are they fighting? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my own way to make everything I do hourly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mimi started showing up. What? Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Yeah, like I said. Mimi! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. They're just so fucking different, both girls. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mimi. Well, wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language, especially in German. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mimi? No, girls, don't do that. I don't wanna... Well... Oh, God. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Yeah, because you were standing next to them. It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they're probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Oh, there's decision making actually. So I can decide between Natsuki and Yuri or just sing Sayuri help! I don't know what to do because I like honestly I like her more, but this is just a style and not the style. Save. You know what? I should save, yeah. But we still have a decision. Help. I'm gonna take help. Sayuri! Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. Since that, I turned to Yuri. Yuri... but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Oh my god, the dramatic music. Sayuri? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Mimi... Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never! It's the immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Oh my god. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? Oh my god, this is so fucking childish. This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki! Yuri! You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. No. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful! Okay, Sayuri! Sayuri stands triumphantly. What am I even reading? Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Beautiful. So this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiled sweetly at me, causing my stomach to nod. Such a genuine... oh god, I don't even know how to pronounce Jinan? Jinan? A person really does make a good president, regardless of what she said. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
It's pronounced genuine.
It's genuine. Okay, clever. It's thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, much appreciated. You're just my dictionary here. Well, I'd say it was worth it. Thank you, Knavis. Dankeschön. Arigato! It was alright. Well, mostly. Mimi, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. What? And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. No, not a fucking another... Ugh. Why? I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Mimi, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Let's go. Mimi just wants cupcakes, no poems. No! Just give me cupcakes. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Hate is such a strong word. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Mimi, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. No, I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Nope. Or she's just ignoring it. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. But... oh no! Okay. Crimson flying, jumpy, fluffy, special feather, sensation, heartbeat, memories, kawaii! Feather. Haven't sun cute, bouncy, lazy time, incapable cheek, jump, anger, love, anger. Pleasure, passion, horror, peace, essence, spinning, desire, contamination. Promise, sadness, disaster, bunny, playground, skipping. Nibble. Then, tears. Party, hopeless, fireworks, kiss, boop. Unending boop. Pink, no. Judgment. This time I'm gonna take email. Okay. Then we've got vacation, and then we're gonna take marshmallow. Oh god, this poem sounds extremely horrible. Not choosing flow. Oh, I'm sorry, Knippers. I'm sorry. Next time. I hope there is another time. I'm gonna take shopping. Oops. Oh my god, that was too much. Whisper. Kitty. Uncanny. Most of the time I don't even know what is. I right clicked. What happened? Okay. Okay. What is effulgent? Effulgent? I'm gonna take rainbow. And then I'm gonna take massacre. I like that. And charm. What a horrible poem. Holy shit. I'm gonna grab some water, so be right back. Alright, I am back. Maybe, I should save, yeah, I'm gonna do that Sukunu numbers. Where was it again? Save, yeah. Yep. It's bad that the game is not auto-saving. Okay. Another day passes. And it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Mimi! Yo, Sayori! Yo! Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hello? Ah. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Autosaving is for noobs. I'm glad there is autosave in Anno, for example. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Yeah, no thanks. What? I love snacks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your pures, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Oh my god, that's actually cute. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Wow, I'm actually smart in game. So either you're not hungry, want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, like me in real life. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up, but don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening, and her face in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, telling me to let me borrow some money. That's don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling him, oh god, mischievous. Okay, let's get little something like that. Your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Okay. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Haha, Mimi finds girls cute. No, that position was just very clever. That's there's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What was that? Kya? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Was it if? Let's see. What was a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in a plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab out about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears. Opens the wrapper and takes a big bite. Sugar. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Oh my! Mouthful Sayuri trots away to safety. So cute. Yuri and I love as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you test Sayuri? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Is the horror part beginning? I hope she's okay. Is she dead? Okay, don't answer. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. What? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Hehe, that's true. Excuse me? The horror is how cute all those girls are. That's actually so funny. Sukuna. Suddenly the door swings open. It's Monika. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Well, she's not dead. Monika chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. She has a boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. She's so talented, dude. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Monika May? And what was the girl's name again with the purple hat? That's Widowmaker from me. Yuri. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case... Oh, guys, you're extremely fast in chat. In that case, I won't let you down, Mimi. Monika smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Temple! Nice to see you! Hope you're doing fine. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. I see there are a lot of Monika fans here. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I have no idea. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Then just pretend to read. I could probably fall...
It's pronounced mischievous.
What the... Mischief? Oh my god. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Sakuna. Thank you. Much appreciated. Why are these words so hard? I could probably fall asleep right now. Arigato! Is it right? Mischievous? Really? Maybe not. I am. I need to check that one. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual.
NAHHH, it's actually mischievous.
It's actually mischievous. Tatami, thank you for the 100 bits. Arigato! Thank you, much appreciated. Mischief. Oh my god. I tried to remember that one. Okay, the problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? Text-to-speech being useful. Very true. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to our creative minds. English is sometimes a hard language. The pronunciation is just every time it's like very surprising, you know? Tongue breaker gold. Yeah. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literary event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to the creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Cupcakes. I mean, that's the reason why I'm here. What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Yeah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. She has a creative tummy. Cupcakes it is done. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details on the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. What about the poem, by the way? What about saving the game? But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What does that mean, by the way? Uva? I don't get it. Oh no, Monica infected you with warm smiling? Infected? Infected? Why can't you skip now? I have no idea. It's like being a surprise son. Okay. I don't even know how to pronounce that then. Isn't Uva like a small screen surprise thingy? So how can I do that? Wah! Like that? I don't know. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I was just guessing around. Hey, fool. Hey, welcome here. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all.
Pronounce it like you are.
Oh, it's so cute. Thank you for the 100 bits. But she's not... You know, the text-to-speech person is not passionate about... You know? Was something only as we both know, probably. Okay. I'll send you some animes after this. That's a good idea, Tatami. I need to prepare the next stream. Okay. Actually, I'm not sorry at all.
Pikachu!
Mimi already text-to-speech. No, it's Tsukuna. No. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Oh, a napping club. That would be so fucking great. Wait, we've got another Pikachu? Okay.
Pikachu!
Doki does our school have a napping club? I'm really asking. You're staying up late again, are you? Don't ask. Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get out. Just replace anime with Overwatch. You need to get used to it. No! Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Oh, wait, we've got another Pikachu. What the fuck? Okay.
Pikachu!
Okay, I'm gonna lose my voice this night. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Tsukune has been saving them. Very true. Yeah, kind of. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Excuse me? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on one time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush with this morning. Look, your hair is sticking at all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Now you really need to brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Okay. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Oh my god. Oh, I just hate the situation. Just help the person out. Just help the person out. Sometimes the people can't see it for their own, and then you just tell that person. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Are you serious? You're not getting it. Oh, God. Wow! Why am I fucking toxic, dude? Wow. That's super mean. Fuck, I would hit that person now. Maybe just
Phenex
like
one bird.
No, Katzenkuchen, thank you so much for the subscription. Much appreciated. Arigato. Dankeschön. Dankeschön, meine Liebe. That's super mean. Arigato. Sorry, but you thank me later. What the fuck? No, I'm not. No. Cut the chase. No. I'm not like this. No. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Okay, that's an interesting perspective. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Oh, hey Eddie, welcome here. Welcome here to my channel. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Aren't you? I guess... Hey, be careful. I'm always careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I'm feeling very uncomfortable. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Okay. So much, yeah. Any sweat emotes in chat? Whew. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Dude, don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. She became too thick. I don't think so. Phew, okay. That's so much better. So much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if it keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What the fuck? No! Oh my god. No, she's thinking that, guys. No! What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because maybe she doesn't like boys. If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. No! So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning? You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote down? Oh god, my poem! What did I can't even remember my words I picked up. Yay! Mimi, can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. So, I'm a boy, but my name is still Mimi. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Okay, who should I show my poem first? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or just Monica? I would like to start with Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Mimi. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turn a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you'd see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Okay. Okay. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. Something beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects.
Enticing.
Okay, Clever, thank you so much for the 100 bits. It's like having an English lesson here. Oh my god. Okay, let's go back. Where was it again? Enticing? Where was it again? I lost it. Yeah, the enticing beauty. Okay, the enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friends. I slice the bread, fresh and safe. The raccoon becomes excited, and perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten into quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy every time I brandish my cutting knife. The raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. What is this poem, dude? Interesting. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I understand. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep up them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Mimi? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I mean, people are judging me because I'm playing I'm playing games on stream, which maybe are, I don't know, maybe childish or something. I don't know, but I don't fucking care. So yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Very true, Yuri. Welcome back, Blackstar. Willkommen zurück bei mir. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Let's take Monika. Hey Balthasar. Ich hab's noch nicht gespielt. Hi again, Mimi. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. He's gonna share, oh, this is brilliant or something like that. They never criticize me for anything. I give my poem to Monika. Alright. I like this one. Of course you like it. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he has those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. I still don't get it why there is a psychological horror in this game, but okay. I mean, we're playing since 2.5 hours and I'm not scared at all. We may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. Like the way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in case, Sayuri's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. That's not totally unexpected. Mimi, what you saying? No! A little bit of Monika by my side. A little bit of Yuri is all I need. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Yes! I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, that's a small one. What? Load me? Okay. Save me. Ah! Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. And endless. Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sign, sign? Oh god. Oh, casino. No. Cosinos? Cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? That's just my comment. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way you write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of things I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how to space the words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the real question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, sometimes you'll feel yourself facing difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Good idea. You never know when you might change your mind. No, or you never know when the game is crashing. Or when something unexpected may happen. Just save when the game is crashing. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Is she breaking the fourth wall? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, let's talk to Sayori then. Monica with the save. Hey Jerry, welcome back. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Mimi! Oh god! I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really! I want to put this on my... Oh god! It's so awkward! Can I... No. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Mimi poem, and that makes it feel extra special. Oh, she's so kind. Like I can feel your feeling in it. My feelings in my shitty poem? Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Electric Milk Entropy Boop, by the way, and she's in love. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe? Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? No, that's so... Oh god, yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. Good night, Blackstar. Please sleep well and tight. And hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Make it nice, happy rainbow. No! That's so cute. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Look at her face. She's also surprised. Thanks, Mimi. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle's cap. It doesn't feel like the time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friend looks through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and then come my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want me bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I'll let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. That wasn't actually too bad. Yeah, Gnebris, I like that one as well. It was pretty good. Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. I can feel that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. No, so passionate. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Yeah, I hate to be railwayed by visual novels, to be honest. Yeah. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen. Why is the horror tag there? I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing this passion, the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, so the last one is Natsuki. The cheeky girl. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. Forget about the heart attack already. Okay. Now I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Ha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. I thought this was a dating sim. Hey, Shadow Myth. I think it is like, but... you know, people said to me, you should play this game. You will make a very nice experience you never had before. But welcome to this channel, Shadow Myth. Welcome here. That's something tells me Natsuki's completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you're being friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayuri has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging her out in that way. That was a little unnecessary, but think of this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go off a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here. So the Yoshi music is starting again. I love this music. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Fuck, I like this poem because it's not about spiders. She's talking about spiders, but the spiders are just a metaphor. It doesn't matter what Amy would talk about. The spiders are just an excuse why she doesn't want to be friends with her. That's why I'm not friends with her. It's just repeating like every line. And at the end, she's saying it doesn't matter. That's pretty good as well. Not bad, right? Yeah. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. It doesn't matter. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know how people like that? Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Very true, Natsuki, you said it. That's my girl. I like her. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. What did... It's funny. She was talking about exactly this thing and now she's judging her. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who makes me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Do you need to write another poem? Oh, dude, so many poems, even though they're pretty good. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poem, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Okay, teacher. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. That's the point of this game, Mimli. Mimli. Okay. Can I press? Okay, I'm not judging. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. What? Performing? She's so scared. Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Oh my god, sounds like a poetry slam. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, pulls it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they are coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago? It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. Safe maybe? Oh my god, yeah, good idea. We're the only one responsible for that fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance thanks to Kuno, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, maybe the festival is getting creepy. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree? Question mark? I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have an argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to play motion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. Arigato! I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over the podium. This podium is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It is called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps into the reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't have to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really, really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one calls My Meadow. Okay, I need to drink something, so be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Stay hydrated. So, it's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayuri! It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Thank you, newbie. Try not to think of it like you're reacting to... reciting, not reacting. Reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri's. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gave it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even me liked it, of course. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. I like this gesture. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay, now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Mimi. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Mimi lower everyone's standards a little before I have to go do. I like her. She's so fucking cheeky. Natsuki! It's fine. I might as well go it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of my podium. Can I read my own poem, please? My trash poem? Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Oh god. At least they're not judging. Not yet. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy onto it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry, Natsuki's judging hard. Yeah, I mean, she can do that. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alrighty then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki. Oh, what the fuck? Natsuki begrudgingly? I never heard of this word. Gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called. Well, why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little oh my god, enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me to do that. Again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. Okay, Natsuki. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But then it's just my friends. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki? I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. it might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all of this support for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Ugh. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can't do this. All right. I stood up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Mimi. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I will come with Sayori once more. Oh my god. I can hear Zazu knocking. Oh god, he's gonna sing in a second. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something more from earlier. I like how we get to... Oh no. Oh, what she's gonna say? I forgot the blazer thingy. I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? Ah! Wholesome game. Hey, Jared. A bit. What kind of question is that? Is she jelly? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would walk home with Yuri, or I would still walk home with Sayori. We could walk home together. Winky face. Decisions. Why is not my option here? Why is my option not here? All three? Yeah? What is the problem about? Why not both? Yeah, actually... Walking home with Yuri. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down so. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with that I just said. Or alone, yeah. He admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? What? Need you? Sayuri? I can't figure out how you're seeing these things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. What was that, guys? She's sad. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Date ruined? No, it's not even a date, Cleverest. We're just walking home after school, dude. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen that time? Okay. Fireflies, music, infinite, clumsy, lucky, daydream, summer, forgive, tears, strawberry. Daydream. Clouds, ambient, amazing blanket, defeat, Doki Doki, fantasy. Horror. Misfortune, destiny. Contamination. This time tragedy. I'm gonna take mouse for Gnabbers. Then let's see. Vivacious, disarray, effulgent, existence. Vanilla. Scars. Oh my god, okay, nibble. Always the nibble. Raindrops. Lollipop. Swimsuit, what? Headphones, Eternity, Feather. Oh, dude, a special. Oh no, that was the boob! I just missed it. Okay, I'm gonna take Friends. Then I'm gonna take Bet. Then I'm gonna take Papa. Oh god. Oh god, no, we're not gonna take this. We're gonna take Melancholy. And then we're gonna take Cage. Then I'm gonna take Milk again. Oh god. I wish we could read the shitty poem. Oh man! I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Great poem. Thank you, Jared. Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of the you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out of the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have a fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific... Oh, that's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? No. You all of people? Of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you all... By... you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica? What? I don't get it. What? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. This is so confusing. And yeah, I'm gonna save it again. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? I had squid flavored chips in Thailand. Pretty good. Yikes. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori? I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Yeah, sorry. What is going on with her? Don't mind me. You can talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Welcome back, Shadow Myth. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Something happened yesterday when I told her that I would go home with Yuri. Didn't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. Sayori is sad because maybe tonight or never. It wasn't a date, no. If somebody asking me like, hey, can I bring you back at home? I wouldn't say that's a date. It's just a very kind move, you know? If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori's before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayuri recently. Since they have been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Mimi, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayuri recently? Anything up with her? And what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Something is wrong! Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayuri, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Mimi can't see through girls. Knappers. Wow. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Mimi. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Mimi. Oh. Me? Oh my god, no! I'm a heartbreaker. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Oh, Gnabbers, no! Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayuri talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. It's kind of bad because she showed me this club and I met Yuri. Everything is messed up, Shadow. Everything. What? No way. Sayuri's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Sometimes people are behaving like this because they're actually sad. You're so funny, Mimi. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful? Because that's just how she's when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I do? What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Alrighty, Jared. And Shuna today saying Sayuri brought you to the club so she can spend more time with you, and you hang out with Yuri. Yeah? But that's fucking life. What should I say? Yeah! Cheeky. Yeah, that's me. Dude, I'm not shy at all. Unlucky. Brutal meme. I know she's sad to forget about it. Yeah, sometimes this is just life and they're just teenagers. You know? This is hurting at the beginning, but we're all gonna feel better at some point. I promise. But I already know what I want to be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayuri is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayuri and gentle talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I'm just hoping she's not killing herself or something, some shit like that. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, that's interesting, Shadow. Canonically, they are 18 according to the creator. I mean, 18 is still pretty young, honestly. I had my first boyfriend with 17, and I was so fucking dumb back then. I was so dumb. Okay, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. You guys, I would just want to say it's just a big difference. Even in 2 years, you will be another person. Not a completely another one, but Mimi's older than 17. Yeah, I am older than 17. Yes. I sigh and sit myself down. I know, Sayuri told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Mimi isn't actually 14, what the No, Gnippers, I'm not. So 18 maybe? Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, I'm curious, what would happen if I choose going with her? You know, the other decision? Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her bed. Ah, Yuri. But she looks away just quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. Reload and pick? No. Maybe after stream. Or just after ending the story. No reload. No. Don't worry about that. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. No, Nubi, no, not these hard eyes. This girl is just reminding me so much of Abigail and Stardew Valley. No Yuri for you, no. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. Don't cry, no. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. No, not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. What is this emote, Newbie? I like that one. Abigail is big. Wow, guys. Wow. I'm sorry if I caused you any... I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping the to themselves. Funny thing is, I didn't know how to speak Abigail, in a properly way when I was young. When I didn't know to speak English, I thought that person. Every time I was reading that name, Abigail, I was like Abigail. I was like, what is that name? What is that name? I was so confused as a child. Can some... You see, I was so dumb as a child. Junge, shut up. Yeah, all those German people here. That means, you know, Abitur is just the after high school you're getting the degree, and Geil is just, oh my god, what is Geil in English? Oh my god, I don't even know. Maybe the German peeps can help me here. Yeah, it means also horny, but okay, let's skip this one. I should have said that. I'm like Hagrid. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. Jared, don't like that. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. You finally understand what super geil means? Yeah. Thanks to Tatami. That's quite romantic. So sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time. That's all. I see. Oh my god, I'm just friend zoning her. Yeah, I'm just not interested in her. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. How come horny and awesome are the same? Ask the youth. I don't know why. It just, it's like a transformation. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Mimli. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you know them. No matter how well you may know them. True. She's so smart. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayuri is a very complex person. Her mannerism on the outside don't
Abigail. Abigail.
Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Abigail. Oh my god, okay. Thank you, Tatami. Arigato! Arigato! A mannerism on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. I've got tears in my eyes. Okay, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. She's gonna kill herself. I can feel it. Something bad, really, really bad is gonna happen. And she's talking about people are behaving in publicity completely different than they are in real life, you know, when they are just at home alone. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thought, wasn't she? Sorry for disturbing your gameplay. Tatami, you're most welcome. Thank you so much for the bits. Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Friend zoning her? Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my Look into my eyes, baby. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Oh god, what is happening here? Yuri? You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, yep. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. By the way, how long will the stream last today? I don't even know actually, Jared. I don't know how long this game is actually. Does somebody have some references? I'm still waiting for the horror-ish part. So far, she's friend-zoning every single one. Okay. Without spoiling it, you probably won't finish today. Yeah, then... We'll see. Maybe until Act 2. Interesting. So yeah, if we can't finish it today, I'm gonna stream it tomorrow for sure. I promise you guys this, because I think it's a pretty interesting story. It's usually 6 hours, but in that pace, probably 8 hours. Yeah, because I'm slow and I love to chat with you guys. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayuri? Who should I show my poem first? Yuri. And I should save Knebbers. I'm gonna do that, of course. If only she didn't crush. If only she was more into books than girl. Okay, Jared. Okay, dude. Well done, Mimli. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls at the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Okay, thanks for clipping. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Mimi? I'm a heartbreaker. Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinion are just opinion, you know? As always, I believe that most important is exploring and discovering yourself. And that's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikely. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked? Yuri! What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Okay guys, poem time. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making. Where the warmth of earth critically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grace, rolling clouds on endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I like this part. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where the toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. Therapeutic? The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward and I return to earth forever more. Sometimes it's so hard to read this. Okay. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane. Writing to write about it. I never heard of this one. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose you better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to something like that. She'd probably just want to show off. It's not like I have particular interest in her writing style. It just went her request, but, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, then I would like to talk to Natsuki in this case. So they are saying that you are a beach. Yeah, maybe. So this one's all right. All right. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, grass! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not stacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. You're right. My dad has a t-shirt that says beach, please. And he doesn't know the second meaning back. Oh no, beach, please. So cute. Yeah, you are right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. What is that sound? Gah. Okay. Okay. She's angry. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, but I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That series you heard. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Yoshi-san! I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder of the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your side. A sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thought in a pile of sand, bath in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. She's so talented, guys. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's jeez. She better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too, making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care, I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. Okay, Sayori dan. Are you still sad? This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Mimli. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Mimi? I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Why are you making my life so fucking hard? Wait. Of course I do! But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. Yeah, the music stopped. Hey, welcome here. Hi. Hope you're doing fine. Baby savage, dude. I still understand you the most, Sayuri. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayuri? No. Mimli. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayuri has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayuri! I'll glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayuri? I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what you cheer up. Sayuri shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Mimi. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. Yeah, she's acting. I can feel that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayuri! Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. And she's still smiling. Before I can say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so Monica left. Hi, Mimi. I mean, Mimli. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. She's gonna say, it's beautiful, Mum. It's pretty good. They always sing this. It makes me think of Sayuri, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Nah, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Alright, you guys. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the what? Twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Different. What? What, dude? What? Not to get philosophical or anything, but it was kind of in my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Oh, I'm not your fucking hero? Ah, okay, understand. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Go find yourself a fucking hero. What are you, stupid? It seems like everyone is in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, which would be true. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to wait? Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Oh, I should save. Yeah, Gnebris. Yeah, you're right. Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Someone did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Sasu, hey, little boy. Ish. Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. Ah! It seems you're right. They didn't even notice. Sigh. Sayuri always helps lighten... Oh my god. Hey! Little boy! Sayuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Yeah, so long. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Oh! Return. Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the time to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you being all lovely dowy? What's that? Lovey-dowy? No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Useless. No, Natsuki's pouting out too. Jeez, even I can't tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? How about that? I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing. I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Mimi. The one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would be probably go along with way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind of a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Of course. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Mimli may not like to be around if you only make him out to be nuisance. So therefore, he may be suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Mimi to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Mimi to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. Oh, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. Good night, Jerry. Sleep well. Take care of yourself. I was just saying though, jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Mimi, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh, shit. But of course, I'm going to go with... Abigail. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. I mean Yuri, not Abigail. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Mimi? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking this sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sore. So, not so sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Hey, Rhythm! Nice to see you. Hope you're doing fine. Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Mimi? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? She's pissed. Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. Oh no, I'm sorry. Pippi is sitting on my head. She's watching me playing. Probably she's a bit louder now. I don't really know why Mimi picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting in major. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. Definitely. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I can appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out there. Let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contracting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. Oh, you want my number? I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Pippi is backseat gaming. Actually, she's not looking at the screen anymore. She's just... I can see her feathers right in front of my face. Alrighty then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stepping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Okay, guys, I can't say that very cringe way. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind,
I think I would prefer going to your house. Good night, cut the chase, please sleep well. Take care of yourself. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. Oh my god! You see, it's always a thing with your voice. Just getting the situation very awkward. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Be me the seducer. Okay. Okay. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Mimi. I think that will make a very productive team. Okay, Pippi, you can fly away. It's okay. Just don't scream in the microphone. Okay, Okay. Does me like cute dating simulators? Maybe. I mean, Rhythm, we all already played Dream Daddy. That was so fucking funny. yeah, she does already finish Dream Daddy. Very true. Super seducer stream next time. No, newbie. Okay, even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that? You do? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any one other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I choose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe... Wait, do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her... Oh, what is that word? Tremendous effort. Yuri finally said that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah. I'm too. Wait, I'm too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there is no telling what might end up happening when we are outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. I can imagine. I'm gonna save this now. And now it's Sunday, and I'm gonna save this, and it's gonna stop for today, but I'm gonna stream tomorrow at the same time, 9 p.m. Central European time, or just 8 p.m. GMT. How can I save that? Yeah, let's do this. And I'm gonna switch back to the waiting screen and put some music on. Oh my god, that's actually nice.